At first, it seemed like a simple street sandwich. Nothing expensive goes into it. And there's no complicated technique involved. But somehow, once you try it, you remember it. There's no fancy sauce or secret ingredient. Yet it keeps coming back to mind. In the end, the important thing is not some extraordinary skill, but how you handle ordinary ingredients. The ingredients are simple: eggs, bread, some cucumber, and optionally some ham. The seasoning is simple too. 5 pinches of salt, 5 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 1.5 tablespoon of vinegar, and a little black pepper. Step 1. Slice the cucumber into the strips. The thinner the better. Thin slices give a softer texture and absorb the seasoning more evenly. After slicing, sprinkle salt over the cucumber and mix lightly. The salt is not only for flavor, it also pulls moisture out of the cucumber. This reduces the raw, grassy smell and improves the texture significantly. If you have time, let it sit for about 10 minutes. Then gently squeeze out the excess water by hand. If you skip this step, the bread becomes soggy later. It seems minor, but it makes a surprisingly big difference. Then add about 1.5 tablespoons of vinegar. Without vinegar, mayonnaise alone feels heavy and greasy. This acidity brightens the flavor and balance everything out. This combination is actually very common in salad dressing. Cucumber mayo itself is not a new idea. You can even eat cucumber mixed with mayonnaise, vinegar, sugar, and a little soy sauce as a salad. But once you put it between slices of bread, it becomes something completely different. The bread absorbs some of the moisture and acidity, making the flavor feel more stable and complete. A simple salad suddenly turns into a satisfying sandwich. Now it's time to prepare the eggs. Crack 2 eggs into a bowl and whisk them. Then add 1 tablespoon of white wine or sherry wine. This is not some secret trick. It's actually a common way to reduce eggy smell. But the difference is bigger than people think. Especially in simple sandwiches, the smell of eggs become more noticeable because there are fewer ingredients hiding it. A small adjustment changes the overall flavor a lot. The wine smooths out the aroma and makes the taste cleaner. It's better not to overcook them. Keeping them slightly soft gives a better texture. Finish with a little black pepper. The pepper makes the egg flavor stand out more clearly. Now place the cucumber mayo on the bread and add the eggs on the top. Done. That's really all there is to it, but somehow it tastes incredibly good. In the past, street vendors selling sandwiches like this often worked only a few hours a day. The reason was simple. These sandwiches taste best when the ingredients are fresh. Cucumbers lose texture over time, and eggs quickly lose their best flavor. Simple food depends heavily on ingredient quality. Step 5. If you add ham, it becomes a ham sandwich. Add cheese as well, and it becomes a ham and cheese sandwich. Nothing complicated changes. You are simply building on the structure with the extra ingredients. That's why it's easy to adapt. In reality, sandwiches are not some grand culinary invention. They are often just salads or familiar flavor placed between slices of bread. A dressing you already know, a salad you already enjoy or meat already seasoned, where can be or sandwich fillings. For example, if you know how to season meat with salty, sweet, and sour flavors in balance, you can simply put that meat into bread, chicken, or pork. Both work. The key is balance. If it's only salty or feels too heavy, if each have only sweet, it becomes tiring. If the acidity is too strong, it overwhelms everything. But when all three are balanced, the quality of food suddenly rises. That's why expensive ingredients are not the most important thing. What matters more is how well you balance the original ingredients. There is a difference between adding cucumber as it is and lightly salting it first. There is a difference between cooking eggs normally and adding a little white wine to clean up the smell. There is a difference between using only mayonnaise and balancing it with the vinegar and salt. Small difference add up and completely change the big result. People often search for some incredible secret recipe, but most delicious food actually comes from familiar combination and a dressing you already know, a salad you already make, or seasoning you already use regularly. What matters is how you connect those flavors together. It's not about advanced cooking skills. It's simply about handling ingredients with a little more care. In the end, there's nothing magical about it. It's simply about treating ordinary ingredients with a little more care and balancing the flavors properly. That differences can turn an ordinary sandwich into something memorable.